What's going on, everybody? Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Wait for some people to come up in here. As you guys are coming in here, don't forget to hit that like button, of course. Get this thing started. I got to get the chats all set up. We got a lot to talk about tonight in regards to ICE. We got to talk about this shooting that happened that people are calling a Carmelo Anthony case number 2, I guess. They claim it's Carmelo Anthony all over again. We will see if that is the case. Talk about it tonight. Let's see. Rumble. Okay. Great. One second, y'all. I got to make sure Kick is actually working. And it's not. Let me see. I'm doing good, Cindy. How are you doing? Got to restart my chat thing. Let me see if it'll work. My Kick isn't wanting to work. That's great. Rumble works. YouTube works. And Kick doesn't work. That's great. Just keeps on telling me, oops, something went wrong. That's fantastic. I love it. All right, I guess we won't have the Kick chat today. I don't know what happened with that. Whatever, we're just gonna... Michelle, thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. And I just closed my chat again. All right. I don't know. I don't know why Kick is not wanting to work. It's just the chat, so I guess it's not that important, but it is important. I want to see you guys if you are on Kick. Try one more time. Nope. Okay. I don't know what happened. Just telling me, oops, something went wrong. I do it this way. Maybe this will work. Maybe that works. What a way to start the stream, huh? Hey, that works. There we go. Okay. Whatever. As long as that works, that works. It's Trump's fault. It's always Trump's fault. It's always Trump's fault.
I don't give a damn.
Anyways, welcome to the show, everybody. How are y'all doing, man? How are y'all doing? Already got 200 people in the chat. Let's fucking go, man. I'm sorry, that was the That's the wrong sound effect there. But it works because Mandible is over there having a happy poop. That's all that matters. What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing, man? How are y'all doing? There's so many things to talk about tonight. And I was very busy today. It's my son's birthday, as y'all know. It was his birthday. We went out to Denny's this morning, hung out with his grandma and his aunt. They came over. We had some cake and ice cream. Just a small thing. On Sunday, it's going to be his actual party, but it was just a small get together today. And we were just hanging out with, family time today. So he just went to bed. Now we're about to get to work. And I was able to get our show together for tonight. All right. We got a couple topics to talk about. Now we're going to talk about ICE first, right? In the past 5 days, they have made 10,000 arrests, man. Let's hear it for ICE. All right. And also we got new protests going on in Milwaukee, which is what you're looking at on the screen. We have this very interesting case that happened today. I want to ask y'all in the chat. All right. Listen, I may piss some people off today. I may say some things y'all aren't gonna agree with. I already see what the narrative is. Simple poll. All right. Do you think it was self-defense or was it murder? And if you don't know what we're talking about, just hang tight. We'll talk about it in a little bit. Everyone's already saying murder. Self-defense, a little bit here and there. All right. We'll talk about it. Let me just tell you now. I mean, well, we'll talk about it in a little bit, but I may piss some people off when I talk about this. I'll tell you that. Okay. Hopefully we don't get any limited ads or anything like that because we're looking at something like this, but we're going to talk about it. All right. We're going to talk about it. We also got to talk about New York City, who will be suffering tremendously in the near future. Okay. These socialists are doing whatever they can to destroy these cities, man. I'm telling you guys, I'm warning you guys now. There is no hope for New York City. There is no hope for Seattle. There is no hope for Chicago. It's got nowhere to go but down. The glory days have already happened. With these socialists now in charge, you will not have a future. These cities will not, they're done. They're done thriving. They are now just going straight into the casket and we're putting them to rest. All right. It would behoove you to get the hell out of there if you are in one of these cities. If you are in one of these cities, I would highly recommend you get the hell out of there and evacuate for the sake of your life, your future, your kids' futures, all that. All right. Michelle, thank you for another $2. Appreciate you. And Jeffrey, thank you for the $2. Thank you guys for contributing to the goal. Anything $2 or more will contribute to the goal, you guys. All right. And we're going to have a nice 2-hour show today. We also got to talk about Minneapolis as well. Well, maybe not so much Minneapolis, but St. Paul and Minneapolis. They're both facing massive budget deficits. We got to talk about it. They may have had a budget pass in 2026, but it looks like in 2027, because of what they passed in 2026, they're not going to be making enough money to keep this budget going. So they're in for a rough ride, man. Everyone's in for a rough ride, except for us in these red cities. All right, except for us, we're chilling. We are chilling. We are growing and expanding. Dallas, Texas, Dallas here in Texas, which we all know Texas is the Republican stronghold of the country. Dallas is a very liberal city, has a lot of, I wouldn't say woke activists, I wouldn't say socialists, but we do have a bunch of Democrats and center left people running the city. Okay. Well, they are running the city into the ground. They are also facing a $30 million budget deficit. They're about to do some furlough days off for like a ton of federal or like a ton of government employees. So basically, for like one day out of the month, they're going to all have a day off. And that's supposed to save them enough money to cover for that budget shortfall. Cindy, thank you for the $2. You say it's a great day to be alive. Yes, it is. Absolutely. George Blackburn, thank you for the $2. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. We flipped in Pennsylvania to red for Trump. Our swing state, we are our swing state like Texas. I was looking at some of the midterm, what people are saying about the midterms. I was looking at CNN. They were talking about it earlier. We are pretty solid when it comes to holding the Senate. It's the House that we got to worry about. All right. The Senate, they have to flip. I think they have to retain all seats, and then they have to make sure to flip another 7 or so, or maybe it was 4. But they have to they have to win every election, and they have to flip seats in order for them to get a majority in the Senate. All right. So I think we're going to be able to hold the Senate, and we're going to replace a bunch of these old, decrepit, old Republican people and just get some new faces in there. So I think we're going to have more MAGA candidates aligned with Trump and his administration in the near future after the midterms. So we'll see what happens with that. All right. But he said, what is the poll for? What is the poll for? Oh, it's raining. That's great. Again, if y'all don't know anything about this case, just wait. We're going to talk about it in a little bit. Okay. And if you don't know anything about it, answer the poll after we discuss it, and then you will understand what we're talking about here. All right. Michelle, thank you for the clapping seal. So, when it comes to the midterms, it's the House we got to worry about. Again, we won redistricting across the country. And so, oh no, you're good. We just started. We're only 13 minutes into the show. You're all good. So when it comes to the midterms, we got to focus on the House. We got to focus on flipping seats and doing what we can to hold the House. If Republicans are able to hold the House and the Senate, we will be making history. This will be something that will go down in the history books as the people rising up and saying we are tired of the Democrat Party. And this should really honestly put, the final nail in the coffin for the party. However, what comes out? What corpse, what zombie comes walking out after we kill the Democratic Party? What zombie comes out? It's the Socialist Party. It's going to spawn the Socialist Party. And even the Democrats are looking at it right now and freaking out because they realize they gave these socialists way too much power. Now they are in control of some of the biggest positions ever, like mayor of New York City, mayor of Seattle, Washington. And it looks like the socialist beast they created, the Frankenstein they created, is out of control. So we'll see what happens, man. We will see what happens. Where's my hat? I need a hat today. There we go. Let's not forget. Let me just kind of chime in real quick about this, what we're seeing on the screen. Let's not forget that this has happened in Florida, and Florida is a stand your ground state, right? There is no duty to retreat. If you feel threatened, you have a firearm. I mean, all right, we're going to talk about it though. We'll talk about it in a minute. We don't know the full story, but we know enough to kind of think about it and talk about it. Are we going to come to any solid conclusion? Absolutely not. But we're going to talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it in a little bit. All right. because I got a lot to say about it, and we're gonna get into it. I might move that. You know what? Do I want to talk about ICE first, or do I want to just jump into this? I guess we could just jump into this real quick. Get into it. Why was the gun drawn? Why not? Good question. Why is the gun drawn? But why shouldn't you use a gun to defend yourself? UK needs ICE, man. Thank you for the $2, brother. Hope you're doing good over there. All right. I guess we'll go ahead and jump into it, man. You guys hit that like button as y'all are coming in, but we do got to talk about this right here. So let me get my timer set up. Always got to make, well, you know what? Shit. It just started raining. I hate when it rains because all you hear is the rain on my microphone, and it's hard for me to even hear the audio. Great. Now the rain's picking up. I wanted it to rain all day, and it decides to rain right now when my show is starting. Ain't that a... It's only raining right now from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. That's great. That's fantastic. Anyway, y'all don't hear anything? Y'all don't hear the rain? Okay, good. It's not as heavy as it was the other night where y'all were like, oh my God, is he gonna die? Is his studio gonna go flying or going down a river? Anyways, let's get into it. Let's go ahead and just dive right in. UK needs ICE with another $2. I can't hear anything. We're good. Don't panic, sir. Oh, we're good. We're good.
Are you gay?
We're good, man. We're good. No panicking over here. Okay. Anyways, it's been a long day, y'all. But let's gather ourselves and let's get to it. Yeah, it was Noah's flood that one night. Man, that night was crazy. I don't know how we survived that, but we did. Although it sounded like it was a torrential downpour, and then when I opened up my door, it was just like heavy rain, but it wasn't that bad. Like it was enough. It was chill enough for me to just run inside the house and not really get that wet, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. So today, this confrontation happened outside a Walmart parking lot. This woman and this man right here. This is a black woman. This is a white man, a veteran. I think he was in his 60s. And they were arguing over a parking spot. Now, her car is the white car right here next to me. Okay, they were arguing. She has a gun drawn, right? She has her gun drawn. He is unarmed. New York Post posted this particular video. Says Florida woman fatally shoots Army veteran during dispute over Walmart parking spot. Imagine dying over a Walmart parking spot of all things. So let's watch the video. Oof. And that's where he got shot right there. Now, there's no audio because the person recording is inside their car. But if you only saw this particular video, you know, I mean, what does that tell you? Dude's walking away. Then she just shoots him. He's walking away. And then he comes back and starts walking towards her. And then she kills him. And then she killed him. An ambulance came and picked him up, but that was it. And I believe she's on the phone. I believe she's on the phone with 911. All right. Now we got to remember Florida is a stand your ground state, right? Florida's a stand your ground state. Well, let's watch the full video because, whoops, that's not it. Let's watch the full video because there's a lot.
The Department of Homeland.
There's a lot more to this than just the video we just now saw. So this is a little bit how it started. Well, this is, okay, let me play this video for y'all.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
So this is how it started. She gets out of her car. She's got her firearm drawn. It's right here on her side. See, she's got it right here. She's yapping at him. He's coming towards her. She's backing up. And the ironic part about all this is that they're arguing over this parking spot, and this parking spot just opened. Okay? She's backing up. She's warning him. I got a firearm. He's yelling at her. He's talking to her. He's yelling at her. She's backing up. She's backing up some more. He's still yelling at her. Okay, now he's still walking towards her. She's walking backwards. Okay, I mean, so she's walking back. She is armed. She's showing it, giving him plenty of opportunity. This is the part where he starts walking away. But then he comes back and he starts walking right there to her.
Oh shit.
And that's when she fired. He's not armed? Florida girl, let me ask you. You're a woman, right? Do you feel safe around men? Like random men you don't know? You have no idea who they are? If you were alone with some guy, do you feel safe around him? Or do you know in the back of your head that any man could kill you with his bare hands if he wanted to? I'm just saying, we all know that, right? We all understand that. We all know that. We all know and fully understand that any man can kill you if he wanted to. It's just nature. It's literally just nature. Any male can kill any woman with their bare hands if they wanted to. There's always that little bit of danger, right?
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Y'all keep saying it's murder. Everyone keeps saying it's murder. I don't really understand how y'all are getting to that conclusion. Do y'all just want it to be murder, or what's going on here? And I know everyone's going to disagree with me. I'm ready for it. Lay into me on it. Here's the thing. We don't know the full story. We don't know what happened before they got out of the vehicle. Okay. I'm sure they were just arguing, honking at each other. Hey, move your ass. Get out my way. You know, whatever. Okay. But this is Florida. Stand your ground. You do not have a duty to retreat. Okay. It's not like you are forced by law to flee the area, flee danger. No, it's a stand your ground. Second Amendment. It depends, right? Does she have the right to have that weapon? I'm pretty sure in Florida, anyone can, unless you're a felon or something like that. She's showing the weapon. She's at her vehicle. She has she can lawfully be there. It's a public parking spot, right? Stand your ground. This is what the Second Amendment's for. Defending yourself. And she has every right to be right there. Now he's coming, they're both yelling at each other. Don't get me wrong. She's aggressive towards him. She's, twisting her neck, yelling at him. Man, who the fuck you think you is? You think you bad? While she's showing off her firearm. She's showing her junk. She's showing him, I'm a bigger man than you. That's what she's doing. Well, he decides to walk over to her. Bro, you see that she's got a firearm and you're going to aggressively come over there? You're a man and she's a woman. Let's not get it mixed up. We're not leftists. We're not sitting here and saying men and women are equal. I don't believe in that. I believe any man can kill any woman with his bare hands if he wanted to, if he really, really wanted to. Yeah, we don't hear the conversation. We don't hear none of that stuff. So what I'm saying is I'm only going based off the video I'm seeing. And if there's going to be a case, I'm guessing, a trial and all that stuff. I'm sure all that's going to unfold. And whatever they decide in court, when they have all the facts laid out in front of them, I will respect whatever they say. If they turn out she murdered him, I'll respect that decision. If it turns out to be self-defense, I'll respect that decision. All right. But this guy came over there and he wanted to confront her. He wanted to come yelling at her too. It doesn't matter if he's armed or not. That's the thing, though. What do you expect a woman to just fist fight a man to defend herself? No, there's no more video from what I've seen. This is the only video I can find that shows like the most of it, right? Well, yeah, of course he didn't touch her. Of course he didn't touch her. She's armed and she's backing away from him. Look, she is backing away. She's showing him, I'm armed. I have the right to arm myself and defend myself. I'm backing up. And he's still, look, she's now backing up around this car and he's still walking towards her. She's even walking away. And he's still walking towards her, yelling at her. Now this, I can't understand. Why is this guy first of all, why is he doing all this? Okay, it's a damn parking spot. Who cares, dude? Just me, I would have never been in this situation, first of all. But Arturo's providing misinformation. What am I? Okay, thank you for that. If it was me, I would have just kept walking. I would have said, yeah, fuck you, go to hell, and I would have just walked in the store and done what I gotta do. I ain't got time to be wasting on arguing with no woman outside. What are we talking about here? What kind of man, I'm sorry, what kind of man sits here and yells at a woman and starts arguing with her over a damn parking spot? Who cares? And clearly he's parked somewhere or whatever. So, okay, so he's arguing with her. He's leaving. He should be leaving. But instead he decides to come back. She's already given him tons of opportunity. She understands he's going to keep on walking towards her. And then why? This is an armed woman. Why are you going and walking towards him? Walking towards her. And that's all it took. Well, okay. Pudding skin, go ahead and inform me what I'm missing here. Yeah, who the fuck goes to Walmart? I was at Walmart earlier. What am I missing here? Read Florida law before opening your mouth and proving your foolishness. Okay. Well, fill me in. What am I missing here? Stand your ground state. Okay. She should have shut the fuck up. Well, why are you going to get baited by a woman yelling at you? That's what y'all do. That's what women do. They yell at you. They do this. I ain't got time for that. I'm walking away. I'm done with y'all. I'm like, man, get out of here. I'm going to go shop and go buy my Chinese made goods at Walmart. That's all I'm going to do. I don't understand why people are calling this murder. This dude had every opportunity to go away. What was he supposed to do? I mean, what was she supposed to do? First of all, they were both wanting to confront each other. So it's bad news either way. And I'm not just giving it to a definitive thing. Like, I'm not saying this is 100% self-defense and there's no wiggle room for it. We don't know the full story. I'm just looking at this and I'm looking at it like, why is he doing all this? Why is he all up on her like this? Why didn't he just walk away? You know? And why did he keep walking towards her when she's armed? If I see a chick that's armed, listen, even if a woman is just near a weapon, I'm getting the hell out of there. Okay? I've seen women accidentally shoot a gun just by like holding it. And I mean like just literally holding it and just like will like carelessly shoot it and then shoot a wall as if they know what they're doing. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry, ladies, but I don't trust y'all with guns unless you're actually well trained. Okay, is this woman trained? There's a pretty good chance she's not trained. There's a pretty good chance that you know, she might not, it might not even be a legal gun. Who knows? I don't know. Is there audio to that video? No, there's not. This person recording is in their car, so you can't hear nothing. You just got this has audio. Which again, I don't know why he's walking towards her. Why is he closing this gap right here? So wait, we can shoot someone over an argument? Well, if you're a woman and this man keeps on, getting close to you, you feel threatened. What would you want your wife to do? What would you want your daughter to do? If it was your daughter, what would you... Well, if it was my daughter, I would tell her, first of all, you shouldn't be yelling at no man, acting like you big boss, you big bit, like you boss bitch, and you're supposed to be yelling at some dude, and now you're going to show him how tough you are because women are equal and all this nonsense. That's okay. Listen, I knew y'all were going to disagree with me on this, and that's all good. Equal rights, equal treatment. Well, I don't believe in equality like that. I don't believe that men and women are equal. I think we're very different creatures. And now, did he fuck around and find out? I don't think that's the case at all. It should have never happened. This is so dumb. These people both of them are so dumb. Both of them are dumb as fuck. She wanted it. Listen, she thought that she had a firearm. She's like, I can do whatever the hell I want. I can boss up to whoever I want. Right? She thought she was big dog. Ain't no man fucking with me. I'm gonna tell this motherfucker what it is, and I'm gonna show him what's up. That's what she was thinking, right? Now, you as a man, like, why would you stoop to that level? Why would you even do any of this? Why would you be arguing with her? Why would you be doing none of like, and then you're giving it up to her. She is doing everything she's doing. You know what's gonna happen. You know what society is going to do. This is another white man attacking a black woman. And now people are saying this is Carmelo Anthony. I don't think it's nearly as close as Carmelo Anthony. You know, Carmelo Anthony brought the weapon with intention to kill Austin. Absolutely. I think it was 100% he targeted Austin. And then he was there with the knife in his hand. Austin tried to defend himself, and then bam, he stabbed him immediately. I mean, I could see how close it is, but I mean, she did bring the weapon too. Okay, she did bring the weapon too. I'm pretty sure with the intention of bossing up to somebody. And this is more clear-cut than Carmelo Anthony. Well, would she have used the gun if they weren't arguing over this stupid parking spot? Wrong, Arturo. She went into her car to grab the gun instead of trying to leave. Wasn't she in her car already? Is there more video to this, or is this all it is?
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Because I don't know what happened before this. I'm looking at it like she parked her car, and then they were already yelling over this parking spot or whatever. She gets her gun, she comes out, and she's still yelling at him. And then he goes over to her, and I'm sure he's gonna yell at her and stuff like that too. But I mean, dude, if you're a guy and you're walking over to this woman, you are giving her the ammo to claim self-defense, whether you like it or not. And I'm thinking about it like in the eyes of the legal process, like what would an attorney say? an attorney, her defense attorney would say that this guy was aggressively walking towards her and he said that he was going to fuck her up or kill her or something like that. Who knows, right? We don't know. We don't know what was happening. We don't know what was. I think she might be recording on her phone or she was calling somebody. I don't know. Arturo's either lying or a dum-dum. I knew it. I told y'all before this even started, y'all weren't going to agree with me. It's okay. I don't want y'all to agree with me. I love it. I want everyone to go left so I can go to the right all by myself. She did call the police. She was on the phone with the police. She's on the phone with the police right there. And then she told them, this is what's happening. I just shot him. So why are you blaming the white dude already? Who said I blamed anybody? Beagle Mom, thank you for the $50. He should have walked away. I'm sorry. Well, first of all, shout out to the massive super chat. My girl, Beagle Mom. He should have walked away. He should have walked away. I'm not saying it's right that what she did. I'm not saying that what she did was right or anything like that. But I'm thinking like, okay, I don't want nothing to do with this person. They got a weapon. They got a gun. I'm out. My life is too important. I'm not going to go. My pride isn't important enough to me to say like, I need to go teach her a lesson. Don't you dare point that gun at me. Fuck that. I got stuff to do. I got people to take care of. I got a family to take care of. I'm not about to sit here and argue with you over a damn parking spot. Over a parking spot, man. You should have just walked away. You know what kind of person she is. You can tell just by the fact that she got the gun out and she's yelling at him. She knows what she's doing. She wants to use the gun. And he's just he is giving her all the evidence, all the ability, all the chance to do it. What was the threat? Him just walking up? What was the threat? Him just walking up? So if your wife is out there by herself, you're not there, right? Your wife is out there. She just got out the car and a man who's taller than her, maybe a little bigger than her, starts walking up to her, yelling at her. He's not a threat? I mean, he could literally just, with his bare hands, grab her by the neck and kill her right then and there if he wanted to. Any man can do that. We all know that. That's just human nature. Cindy Lou, thank you for the gold coin. I'll get to the super chats after this, but no normal person's wife is in this situation. You know how many women go to the grocery store every day by themselves? Y'all are crazy. Hope you never get into an argument with your wife. Me and my wife don't argue. I say what needs to be said, and that's it. That's the end of that. I ain't arguing with no woman, first of all. Fuck that. I ain't got time for that. But yeah, you sound like a liberal. I love it. I love that you guys are crashing out over this. I love it. This is great. So a woman can shoot a man because men are stronger? No. I'm not saying that. But she did give him an opportunity to walk away. And he kept advancing towards her. I didn't rip nothing apart. This is just, we're all at the dinner table. I said something that pissed y'all off, and y'all are freaking out about it. Okay, I can listen, I lose 50 subscribers every day. I can stand to lose a couple hundred more. I don't care. They're all missing what I'm saying because they're clouded. They're kind of like how the left is always like, or I guess like how black people are always like, he didn't do nothing. You know, even though he was resisting arrest and he was trying to he's sitting on the ground like, I ain't resisting, even though he's resisting. And then he tries to take someone's weapon and then he gets shot. And then they like free, he shouldn't have died or whatever. And all this other stuff. They're kind of doing that, but the white version of it. Oh, y'all don't like to hear that, huh? Just a stupid take. I'm gonna let y'all watch it again.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
She gets out the car. She's got a gun. Yelling at him. He said, "What? What'd you say to me? That's my spot." And the terrible part is that another spot just opened up right there. If y'all would have just stopped arguing, you could have just parked your ass right there. But no, you got to have your pride, right? You got to have your pride and can't take an L for the life of you. Now she's got a gun pointed at him. She's backing up. And he's still walking towards her. He should have just turned around and went to shop in Walmart. She's backing up again. He followed her around the car. She's backing up. Backing up. Backing up. Now she walked forward to her car. And then when he turned this corner and went towards her, that was whatever. Now, this is where the argument comes in, right? Was he actually going to charge at her? I don't know. They're going to have to decide this in court. This will all come out in court. What I'm saying is it's not cut and dry. It's not like it's easily murder or easily self-defense. We'll see what the full story is in court. We'll let people decide it in the court. We'll let what happen in the court. But it's a very, it's not just easy cut and dry. It's not like if she really wanted to murder him, she would have popped out the car and just popped his ass right then and there. The moment he walked up to her the first time, she would have just laid his ass out. But she kept on backing up and backing up. And this dude's yelling at her.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Losing your life over a stupid argument is just not worth it, man. Just not worth it. And now, okay, you didn't get your parking spot. You didn't win this argument. Now the court's going to look at you like you tried to assault this woman and you're dead. On top of that, and she's going to walk free for self-defense. On top of all that, was it worth it? Was it worth it when you could have just been like, fuck you, bitch, and parked your car and went inside and shopped? Was it worth it? None of this is worth it. And you know what? Her life is about to change too. Was it worth it pulling your gun out just to fight for a damn parking spot? Both these people are dumb. I'm sorry, both of them are dumb. It's just a perfect storm what it was. Why didn't she just stay in their car and leave? I don't know. Did he have a gun pointed at her? No. She had a gun pointed at him. Judging by that situation, I would look at that and say, well, you know what? I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't know. I would never be in this dumbass situation anyways. She would have I would have just drove around and found another parking spot and continued my day. That would have been what I would have done. But, oh well. Oh, look, now you're making sense. Now you're using your brain. The point is, two people made two poor decisions and the people are dead and the other one fucked up her life. We can't stay here in a while. I don't know what that means, but yeah, they just made really, what are you going to say if she's found guilty? I'm going to say, okay. I just told y'all that. If they decide in the court that she's found guilty of murder, great. Congratulations. I'm not saying she's guilty of murder. I'm not saying it's self-defense. I'm just saying this is what we have right here. I see he had opportunities to leave. She didn't immediately fire on him, so that just helps her self-defense claim even more. Somebody said that he had his hands up. Is that his hands up right there? Or is that him just talking to her? It's not cut and dry. I know everyone on the internet right now is saying this is clear as day murder. Matter of fact, if you go to this post I'm looking at right here, this is cold-blooded murder all over Walmart, all over a Walmart parking spot. She needs to spend the rest of her life in prison. Speak up, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot allow this type of behavior. This is cold-blooded murder over a Walmart parking spot. Yada, yada, yada. Video, cell phone, and dash cams capture the moment the woman got out of the car with a gun in one hand and her phone in the other, confronted him, and fired. Well, to me, it looks like they confronted each other. I don't know who was yelling at who first. I wish we had audio. I wish there was more video to it so we can see what happened. Because clearly they were probably arguing at each other, honking at each other. And then the person in the car saw what was going on and then pulled out their phone and started recording. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Is it cut and dry? Absolutely not. And then, of course, I'm looking at it the legal way. Like, how would a defense attorney look at this and say, I can get her off? It's never simple. But what happened is tragic. These people lost their lives, both of them. Her life will be forever changed. He is dead. And that's just it, man. There's no coming back from it. This is what happened. Y'all are both dumb. This is stupid. Walking up on her is stupid. Arguing with the woman is dumb. Knowing that she has a firearm and still arguing with her is dumb. And then following her around the car is dumb. Walking away, but then coming back is dumb. He just gave it to her, man. It's so stupid. Her even having a weapon, like, well, I mean, it's Second Amendment right. You can have your weapon. I don't know, man. It's a sad day. It sucks. But everyone on the internet is so one-sided. They just like completely jump in on one thing. A black woman shoots a white man. Yep, that's murder. A white cop kills a black man. He didn't do nothing. It's the same thing, but reversed. Literally the same thing. I'm going to wait till the trial happens. I'm going to wait, right? Because even with Carmelo Anthony, I was like, I don't know what's happening. I assume it's murder. I assume this. And then we saw the footage and then we knew 100% that it was definitely murder. It was definitely, he was out to kill. 100%. So I'm going to wait. We'll see what happens. It's not so cut and dry. We're just having a discussion. I'm just giving you my take on it. You can disagree all you want. Feel free. I know the comments are going to be fire and I'm going to read through them. Am I going to respond to any of them? Probably not. But at the end of the day, these people's lives are ruined. His life is gone. And that's it. It's absolutely it. It's a bad decision on both of their parts. Why on earth does she have to get out with a weapon before she even knew there was a threat or anything like that? Again, why does she... I don't know. Overland Hams, thank you for the $5. She pulls the weapon before he showed aggression, premeditated. Pegger, thank you for the $2. She obviously warned him. He fucked around to find out. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Overland Hams, thank you for the $5. Law of self-defense. You can't use a gun at a verbal fight, period. Overland Hams again with another $5. How about not pull a gun over a parking spot and go buy your fudge rounds at the Wally Mart, at the Wally World? They both should just shut the hell up and just walked in that store. Whoever got the spot got the damn spot. Oh well. Just Christie, thank you for the $2. You don't know Florida law. That's not stand your ground. Okay. UK needs ice. Thank you for the 5. Rage once. Black Rage once again strikes. Beagle Mom, thank you for the $20. I'm with Arturo on this one. And don't just agree with me because I'm Arturo. I'm the Daily Discourse host. You know, it's okay. We're cool. As long as y'all disagree with me or agree with me, it doesn't really matter. The facts are going to be the facts. And Beagle Mom, I love you. I appreciate you. Already huge contributions to the channel today. And yeah, I'm no legal expert either. I'm just looking at like what the stand your ground law is, the fact that you don't have a duty to retreat or anything like that. So, you know, I did a little bit of research earlier, not like I deep dived into it. It was my son's birthday. I'm chilling with my son. I just looked into this a little bit and just having my initial thoughts with you guys. But, you know, it's okay to disagree. And I could be wrong. I'm not right about everything. I never claimed to be. Overlay Hams, thank you for another $20, man. And by the way, thank you, bro, for all the contributions. You said 5 specific facts of claim, 5 specific facts to claim self-defense: innocence, imminence, proportionality, avoidance, and reasonableness. You have to approve all these. How many will she not be able to prove? I don't know. That's up to the attorneys. That's up to her defense. Just Chrissy, thank you for the $2. Will you say sorry when she goes to jail? Bad take. Well, I'll say sorry for what? Sorry for what? UK, I didn't say that it's self-defense and she has every right to shoot him. UK needs ice. Thank you for the 5, man. He said, I disagree, Arturo. Still love you, dude. Your opinion is respected. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just going based off the video I see here and what I feel. I don't know. And that's okay. Don't agree with me. It's fine. It's all good in the hood, man. It doesn't bother me one bit that y'all don't agree with me. I'm the kind of person I would rather just, I don't know. I don't want to follow the crowd. I'm just looking, Arturo sounds irate. I'm chill. I'm so good, y'all. It's all good. Yeah, you know, that too. Like, imagine pulling a gun over a damn parking spot, man. Y'all are crazy out here. She's so dumb. She's so fucking stupid. I don't know why she did this. But this is what black women have become, you know, so aggressive, so they run the black community, right? They run their men. They dog walk their men all day. Then they think they can come dog walk every other man out here as well. And this is what your consequences is. But what is society going to say? They found Derek Chauvin guilty, even though George Floyd was 100% overdosing on fentanyl. There was no saving him. Knee on the neck or no knee on the neck. He was still found guilty, facing immense punishment over some nonsense. It's all because of what society decided in the court. The facts didn't matter there. Jaylyn, thank you for the $10. My girl Jaylyn. Let's look forward to our celebration. Our country's birthday is in 2 days. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Now, will I say sorry for having an opinion? No, absolutely not. Will I admit that I was wrong? Sure. I ain't got no problem with that. I'm not like him. I don't have immense pride to where I have to be right and I have to be the big dog all the time. No, I'll be like, if the court decided she was guilty of murder, I'd say, damn, she had the prosecutor had a hell of a case against her. I'll tell you that. The prosecutor must have done a damn good job to find her guilty of murder. I think people want it to be. I think people want her to be guilty of murder more so than they actually are looking at the facts of the case. But it is what it is. And we don't have all the facts. That's the problem. We only have these 2 little grainy videos. Is she recording on her phone? Is there other footage out there, you know, from the from like the Walmart itself? Who knows? Who knows, man? Well, we spent a lot of time talking about that, didn't we? that was like 30 minutes talking about that. Oh, that's the show. Anyways, I'll see y'all later.
Somebody once asked Donald Trump, how do you handle being at the center of all of this media?
No, I'm just playing with y'all. Wes, thank you for the happy poop, man. I'm glad you're having a happy poop over there. Toxic ass to, oh my God. Thank you for the GOAT trophy. What is... Trump is your prez. Thank you for the eagle. I love y'all, man. I love y'all. I gotta be controversial sometimes. It gets the clicks and the views. But I'm being honest with y'all too. And I knew that being honest would get y'all riled up in the chat. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Let me see what the poll says. I didn't even see the poll. Wow. 63% say murder. 37% say self-defense. Almost 357 people voted. Very interesting. Okay. Now, are y'all going to say sorry when it turns out she's off the hook and it's all self-defense? No. So why should I say sorry? Exactly. Now, I'll agree with you on that. I don't think Derek Chauvin should be, I think, what do they give him? I know he has like the worst punishment in human history. Like the guy is in solitary confinement for the rest of his life or something like that. Like, can you imagine that? Locked up in a hole, just in a cell. You can't have contact with anybody forever for the rest of your life. They just have you in the cell waiting to die. It's crazy, man. That's a good point too. It would be stand your ground if she stayed in the car. When I looked it up earlier, it said if you are lawfully, like, I guess if you are lawfully permitted to be there. So if you're in a public area and you feel threatened, then you should be able to pull out your firearm and defend yourself. I don't know. It all depends on what the court does. It all depends on what the attorneys do and what they all do. UK needs ice, man. Thank you for another $10. Good night, y'all. Don't fight over this. Just relax. Also, happy early 4th of July. I'm heading to the Bahamas, so I won't be on chat for a bit. Safe travels and enjoy the sunshine. Hey, man, enjoy that trip. Live it up. Just suck up every second of it. No pun intended. Just enjoy it, man. Have a great time. We will be back when you come over here, all right? Bluegrass Lee, thank you for the $10. Keeping it real. Happy 4th, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So Carmelo was innocent? Does it sound like I'm saying that? I just said Carmelo killed that Carmelo killed Austin intentionally. He created the situation. He created the argument. He escalated the argument. He clearly was waiting for Austin to push him back and then stab him. I mean, it was just a much different situation, man. I see how they're closely tied together, but still, I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future. So I get it though. Wow, you're a douchebag. It's okay. Y'all can unsubscribe. Go watch Candace Owens and some good stuff over there. You can go watch some good content over there. Anyways, we got other stuff to talk about. I'm not going to keep y'all here all night. We're not going to talk about that all night either. Now that ICE has brought down the hammer in Milwaukee, we have a bunch of people out here protesting, and they're not happy, right? ICE just arrested a ton of people over the past 5 days. They're saying over 10,000 people, and now everyone's out there ready to protest.
The presence of ICE agents in Milwaukee once again making noise. Hundreds of protesters crowded Kosciuszko Park on the city's south side in response to recent ICE raids. Merrill Hubbard takes us to the protest and has a response from Homeland Security.
Hundreds of community members are turning out on this hot summer day raising their signs and voices in solidarity of the immigrant community and opposing the recent ICE arrests. A march around Milwaukee's South Side as community members, organizations, and city leaders join together.
We are standing in solidarity. We don't believe what is happening out here in the streets is valid. We think this administration.
Ma'am, what is with the neck tattoo? I can't stand how liberal women just destroy themselves for the sake of fighting against the patriarchy. Yeah. Actually, never mind. I take that back. I love that y'all destroy yourselves. So you just put this big red flag on your shoulder that says, don't date me. Don't even talk to me. Don't associate with me. Don't be in the same room as me. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Thank you. Actually, I appreciate you letting us know that we should avoid you at all costs. Thank you for that.
Is messed up, and we see the politics trickling down now to Milwaukee.
The protest comes after federal agents conducted a series of arrests across Wisconsin in the last couple days. The Department of Homeland Security said in a statement Tuesday that they've arrested 39 people and that many of them have criminal histories. The nature of those...
That's it? That's it? Now look, they said many of them have criminal histories, right? And so if it turns out that like 90% of them have a criminal past, but there's only like 10% of them that don't have the criminal past, do you think they're going to care about the 90% they arrested? No, they're going to focus on that little sliver of people that none of them have criminal records. You're just arresting innocent illegal aliens. Crazy.
Those arrests striking fear into the community.
As an immigrant myself from Guatemala, I sympathize so much.
Hey, hold on. Check her papers. Check her papers real quick.
For the people of my community, especially those who are in fear of what ICE is doing to our communities.
TMJ4 has been covering the recent ICE arrests, getting video and finding multiple people without any criminal record who have been detained by ICE.
It's disruptive. People are afraid to go outside, afraid of being racially profiled.
Organization leaders tell me rallies like this are meant to be peaceful, to raise awareness about human rights and humanity as a whole.
Yeah, you know the great thing about these peaceful protests, they all start peaceful until they're not. They all start peaceful until they're not. So y'all have ruined this whole peaceful protest narrative for yourselves. Because every time we give y'all a bone and we say, yeah, see, they're out there peacefully protesting, then you got one rabid lunatic that decides he wants to come out with a baseball bat and attack somebody simply because they love our country.
Milwaukee does not want the kind of chaos that has been rained down in Minneapolis, in Chicago, in LA. We want...
Well, then stay home and go to work.
To follow the Constitution, to follow due process, and to make sure that their reactions meet the thing that necessitated it.
DHS also said in a statement, all people arrested have or will receive full due process. They will remain in ICE custody pending their removal or removal proceedings. With a collective of voices and organizations representing Milwaukee County.
I have hope because the only thing stronger than fear is hope.
I reached out to DHS for an updated number on arrests made in Wisconsin. They did not provide any new information.
Yeah, don't worry. It'll ramp up. It'll ramp up just fine. As a matter of fact, here's one of the people that was arrested.
Homeland Security confirms ICE agents have arrested 39 people across Wisconsin in a sweep over the weekend.
And among those detained is a husband of a Milwaukee woman who says he left Sunday morning just to fill up his gas tank and never came back. Bro Preciado gives us the tense situation for the families.
Sounds like a lot of modern women stories.
Captures the tense moments an ICE operation unfolds in daylight in Milwaukee. A man cornered and arrested by federal agents at a gas station near 13th and Arthur Sunday morning.
Yeah, it was right there. The gentleman's car. It was right there where they arrested him, was right there.
Belinda Sandoval saw the whole thing happening and immediately started recording as the man was taken into custody.
He was yelling at me his number, and I said, okay, I'm going to call your mom, and don't worry. So, but the way they took him.
That man has since been identified by his family as 20-year-old Giovanni Sosa.
I was shocked. Like, I literally froze him.
Litzy Munoz Sosa
All the signs are there. All the signs are there.
Says her husband came to the United States from Mexico when he was just 4 years old. She says his passport expired in September, but he was currently getting his legal status processed.
Always currently in the process of getting their legal status situated. Always currently in the process. Yeah. Sir, have you been driving without your driver's license? Your driver's license expired 9 years ago. Yeah, big dog, I'm in the process of getting that shit fixed. You know what I'm saying? You haven't had insurance in 30 years. Yeah, I'm in the process of getting that. Man, shut up. Always in the damn process.
All the cars started surrounding him and they just blocked him in. They didn't even read his Miranda rights or anything. Hey,
it used to be he went to go get cigarettes. Oh, no, he went to go get milk and never came home. Now the new story. Yeah, my daddy went to go get gas and he never went home. Bro, you left home to go get some gas? And what, were you going to come back home? Man, he was going to get some weed. He's going to get some drugs. That's what he was going to do. That's what he was going to do. He's going to get some fire. When he said gas, he wasn't talking about what goes in the car.
They asked him for his proof of identification.
Sosa is currently being held at the Dodge County Detention Facility. His wife says the arrest was physical.
My husband did.
I'm sure it was.
That they left bruises in his stomach. He wasn't resisting.
And that wasn't the only arrest.
He wasn't resisting. How do you know? Were you there?
Over on Mitchell and Muskego, another one happened, and it was all captured on camera.
According to a spokesperson with the Department of Homeland Security, 39 undocumented individuals were arrested during a targeted operation in Wisconsin aimed at people with criminal records. But Litzy says that description does not fit her husband.
He has no record at all.
What'd I tell you? They're not going to focus on the 90% of illegal criminals that got off the street. They're going to focus on the 1 or 2 or 3 non-criminal illegals. Well, did he come into the country illegally? Is he currently not a legal American citizen? Then he's illegal, whether you like it or not.
No.
Check her papers.
Not even a ticket, nothing.
Holding back tears, Litzy is trying to stay strong for their 1-year-old daughter, who can't comprehend where her father is.
The baby calls for him. She sees pictures. Sorry.
Now she is leaning on legal help, hoping for a miracle.
Oh yeah, there's the dream couple right there, huh? All the signs are there.
And his return home.
He has a family here, and we have a lawyer and everything. Hopefully they let him stay.
In Milwaukee, Abril Preciado, Fox 6 News.
Yeah. Don't worry, the advocacy groups, I'm sure, are going to do something to help you. Like put his face on a poster and walk around and say, free Pedro, whatever his name is. Yeah, free Paco, free Edgar, free him. And then when he doesn't get, when the headlines start, going to another city and talking about another protest somewhere else, he and you and your entire family will be left in the dust. Nobody will talk about y'all. Nobody's going to care about y'all. You're just a headline. You're just a little bit of clicks and views, and that's it. Once you're used up, that's it. It's over. So I guess it's time to look for another man. I don't know what to tell you, lady. Anyways, Milwaukee getting hit with ice right now. Actually, ice is ramping up all across the country. They were kind of de-escalating things for a little bit, but I think that was because of the funding that was being battled out through Congress. But right now, ICE is ramping it up, and they're saying that ICE has arrested 10,000 illegals in just the past 5 days. So I love to hear it. ICE is getting it in. Mass deportations ramping up. And it seems like we also got a new ICE director coming in. All right. I don't know anything about the guy, so we'll see what happens and how he works ICE, right? We got a new ICE director coming in. ICE has only got nowhere to go but up from here, man.
We're seeing our arrest numbers come up.
Sure you are.
San Antonio at 5.
I'm still a little skeptical of Mark Wayne Mullins over here. Just to be honest with y'all. His videos in his office with his little stress bally, he's squeezing balls all day with his little stress ball. it's not rubbing me the right way. I'll be honest with y'all. Let me read these super chats. And if you guys are just coming in, don't forget to hit that like button. You already know what it is. Toxic as the mouth. Oh my God. Keep making me rejoin it. Just want to tell you, dude, love the channel. Current cop, former U.S. active duty service member. I've been following your channel for a while. I'm a subscriber and member. Happy 250th, man. Shout out to you, sir. Thank you for your service. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for that contribution. Jay Lynn, thank you for the $10. It's all very interesting indeed. Very, very interesting. Mandible, thank you for the 5. You said, oh, boo-hoo. Yeah, they always got a sob story. Every time, you know. Bill, thank you for the $5. Arturo, keep up the good work. We love the Daily Discourse. My daily donation, man. Thank you, guys. Jay Lynn with another 10. I'm glad I live like a hermit on a farm with 6 cats and depend on DoorDash, so I don't have to deal with people. Yeah, me too. It's just me, my wife, and my son, and we try to avoid going out as much as we can, but we got to go out. I don't do DoorDash. I mean, my community's nice. We go to the grocery store. We recognize everybody. It's chill. You know, it's a very nice, tight-knit community. I'll tell you that. I love where I live, man. I don't want to move nowhere. I was going to say something. What was I going to say? I know the show started a little hectic, y'all. I know it was getting a little crazy over here. All right, but we still got work to do. So ICE, in the past 5 days, has arrested over 10,000 people. Let's go, man.
We're seeing our arrest numbers come up. We're seeing our deportation numbers continue to increase. Right now, we're deporting on average over 3,000 individuals. Actually, the average has been for several weeks now, over 3,200 individuals a day. 70% of those individuals we're deporting have outstanding criminal charges on them, or they've already been charged with a felony. 70% of those individuals. Wow. 70% of the individuals that are men and women.
I thought a majority of them were innocent people, innocent American citizens. I thought we were deporting brown people without caring about their criminal record. I thought a majority of these people had no criminal record. What do we mean? What are you talking about, Mark Wayne Mullins? Doesn't make any sense.
Throughout DHS,
could it be that the left is lying?
ICE, CBP, or one of our other components, 70% of those individuals have pending felony charges or are current felons that shouldn't be on our streets. So when we go after the worst of the worst, which is exactly what we're doing, we're saving lives. This is a statistic I like to put out, but 50% of the individuals killed in Fairfax County, Virginia, are killed at the hand of an illegal. Over 41 individuals year to date have been killed in Tennessee at the hands of an illegal. 100% of those deaths are preventable because those individuals shouldn't be in this country. So when you say surge, we're surging every day because we're trying to restore law and order, regardless if you live in a red state or a blue state. But sanctuary cities create a safe haven for criminal activity, and it shouldn't take place. Regardless of what your opinion is about this administration, regardless of what your opinion is, if you're a Republican or Democrat, we should all agree we should want safe streets and safe cities.
You know, one thing that the left cannot refute is that Donald Trump has officially secured the border. Okay, even the wildest, most radical leftists will admit, yeah, Donald Trump did lock it down. Okay, yeah, he did. But some of them will be crazy and be like, well, look at all the gotaways and look at all the. Come on, man. We went from wide open borders, not securing the border at all, you know, to now all of a sudden we have it locked down, and all it took was a different administration. It's not like we didn't have the ability to do it. It just means that the reason it was open and the reason it was wide open and we were letting millions of illegals flood in here, it was intentionally done. And the left cannot refute that fact. And if you were ever going to talk to somebody on the left or debate anybody, that's the one thing you can always slam them with, and they will have nothing to say about it because it's 100% true and nobody can deny it.
So there should be no argument and participating in arresting the worst of the worst. But because of some of the radical policies we have that's happening right here in New York, with the mayor that's not even wanting to fully fund the NYPD, which is, I would arguably say, one of the best law enforcement agencies in the country, and not giving them the resources they need, speaks volume of a socialist's mentality.
Now, that is very true. We're going to talk about New York in a little bit. We got a lot to talk about there. It's in for a rough ride, but we do have some good news, right? In San Antonio, they're about to open up a massive detention center, and the mayor there is skeptical about it, all right, and trying to, not worry her constituents. But let's go ahead and get into it.
News 4 San Antonio at 5. We're here for you.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Mandy Noel.
I'm Jonathan Martinez. New developments tonight with the government's plans to turn a warehouse on the east side into an ICE detention facility.
San Antonio Mayor Gina Ortiz-Jones responds tonight to an updated timeline recently released by the federal government. It's a story News 4 first reported early this afternoon. In a letter to the mayor's office, immigration and customs enforcement leaders say they want to bring the facility online in 2027. But the mayor fired back today, saying she still stands opposed to the facility.
Now, that's a massive facility. Okay, we've seen Delaney Hall. I would say Delaney Hall is like half the size of this. This is a massive facility, man.
Opposed to the facility.
News 4 San Antonio's Phil Sterling joins us live at the site on the east side with the story that's first on 4. Phil.
Yeah, I sat down for an exclusive interview with Mayor Gina Ortiz-Jones where she doubled down on her opposition for an immigration processing center planned for this warehouse behind me on the east side. And she says if the government plans on going through with it, she expects it to at least follow some guidelines. The mayor's office.
Now remember that, because you know what they're going to say. They're going to say there's worms in the food, dirty water, inhumane conditions. They've been saying that crap about everything, every detention center across the country, right? They've been saying that everywhere. Now the mayor is literally saying that you have to be up to code. Everything has to be perfect and pristine before we open it. Okay. So if the mayor is holding them to that standard and it gets open and the left comes out and says that there's worms in the food and all this nonsense, we'll just know without a shadow of a doubt that they are lying about it, and they're lying about it all over the country when they say these things.
Office today sharing exclusively with News 4 a list of expectations they have for immigration and customs enforcement if they move forward with plans to turn a warehouse on the east side into an ICE detention and processing center. In the exclusive interview, Mayor Jones says the proposed detention facility isn't good for the community, but if the federal government presses ahead with its plans, they'll have to start providing San Antonio with some answers.
Checking on the status of the environmental impact study that needs to be completed. That's normally a process that is completed prior to them purchasing a property, and so we want to get clarity on that piece of it.
Earlier this year, ICE bought this warehouse along the Loop 410 access road on the east side. After being renovated, the 640,000 square foot facility could house anywhere between 1,000 and 1,500 people a day. Although DHS needs to cooperate on the environmental impact study, many other things are optional. Mayor Jones wants them to work with the city before any work begins.
The city has processes in place to issue permits for the work that would need to be done, for example, to retrofit this 640,000 square foot warehouse that was not intended to house people in this way.
The mayor also said she thinks the community deserves to have a public meeting with the Department of Homeland Security and ICE offering to host the meeting herself.
Why? So they can yell at them and scream at them. They're going to come out here and say, you're already giving them food. We're already giving them worms in the food. It ain't even open yet. And they're going to already scream that this is a concentration camp. And they're already going to set up the whole, it's going to be another massive protest of a bunch of lying, a bunch of idiots yelling and screaming at the brick wall. It's going to be so dumb.
The east side, as we also well know, is a part of our community that has been economically and is economically depressed. And I think this is only something that will make it even harder for businesses in that community to thrive.
Now, we reached out to the Department of Homeland Security with some of Jones's questions. They told us that they're working on it and they'll get back to us. If the processing center does open its doors, it should happen sometime in 2027. Phil Sterling reporting live from the east side. News 4 San Antonio.
You know what? I'm kind of wondering if they're going after bigger facilities, leaving behind the small facilities, because they were selling off. You know, they made a lot of purchases on detention centers and like a bunch of factories, and I guess not factories, but warehouses like this. They purchased them last year and now they're selling them. And I wonder if what they're doing is going after just the biggest ones and trying to acquire the biggest ones and then leave the smaller ones behind. Maybe they just weren't smart purchases. I don't know. We don't really have a reason as to why they are selling off some of these warehouses that they bought to turn into detention centers. We don't know. No one's talked to us about that yet. So people are claiming that's just ICE scaling things back and we're not serious about mass deportations anymore. That's what some people are saying. But I feel like the only reason that would make sense is if, okay, they were not smart purchases. Maybe they were run down facility like warehouses, or maybe they weren't what we were looking for. Maybe they're not going to house enough people. Maybe they're not big enough. I don't know. I have no idea, but I can only speculate. But I do see that we're looking into getting really big facilities, you know, at least where we can house 1,000 people or more. So we'll see what happens. But what I love to hear is that ICE is ramping it up. The arrests are going up, right? And we're also, now we have expediting, so we can quickly get rid of illegal immigrants in the courts. We also have new ways to go through and plow through these 3.5 million asylum cases, right? Because we only have 700 immigration judges across the country. And so they have to deal with 3.5 million asylum cases on top of all these other court dates to, you know, deport all these other illegals that are being arrested. So the courtroom is, I mean, it is jam-packed, y'all. Joe Biden set up such a massive blockade for us to actually do mass deportations, that it's just something we're going to be dealing with for probably another decade. But Donald Trump and his administration, they are changing things up. They are changing the rules, and they're trying to make it a well-oiled machine so that way we can absolutely deport the hell out of all these illegal immigrants faster, more smoother than ever before. So that's what they've been working on. And they've actually been winning in the courts in order to get that done. All right. So we're just going to see more and more deportations. I think next year, 2027, is probably going to be the biggest year when it comes to ICE and deportations than we've ever seen in this country. It's going to make what Obama was doing look like child's play. All right. So I'm ready for it. We're going to be following it. I'm going to give you guys all the updates on ICE right here on this channel. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna keep on it, man. Yeah, let's get to it.
New York City has a new
we gotta talk about New York City, man. It's a mess over here. It's a mess over here, y'all. And let me read these super chats in just a moment as well. There's the mess right there. There's the whole reason.
Mayor Mamdani.
I get all these damn videos set up. We might save Minneapolis for another day. Let's just talk about New York. Focus on New York. All right. Let me see. Did you see the Tim Walz thing? Are you talking about he pardoned somebody that's like a child predator or something like that? I briefly saw a post about it. Apparently, Tim Walz pardoned somebody that had, I guess, molested a young girl or a young child or something. I don't know. I didn't read into it. I just saw like a headline for it. And it was looked like an Asian guy or something. That is crazy. What's the justification there is what I want to know. That's what I want to know. She looks constipated. Well, you know, you work for CBS, you probably would be constipated all day, lying to people every day. A Beagle Mom with another $20. Mark Wayne Mullins is from Oklahoma, represented us till Trump moved in. Really good guy, conservative. He'll get it done. Would surprise me otherwise. Okay. Listen, the one thing that's rubbing me off or rubbing me the wrong way is his videos. Those little TikTok videos that he does where he's in his office. I don't know who decided and told him that those are good videos and this is really what MAGA wants. It's not it, man. It's not it. It's making him look bad. It's making him look foolish. It makes it seem like he's just always in his office, and they're just not hitting. Those videos are not hitting at all, man. He needs to do if they're going to do marketing like that, they need to do a whole new marketing strategy, because those videos are not hitting. You haven't seen those videos? Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Where would he post them at? Was it on his own Mark Wayne Mullins?
Ready? So let me try to break this down. Why is SNAP being affected? The SNAP was
These videos
filled October 1st. Once it was filled, it works for 30 days, essentially, unless you spend the money on the card. The next installment will happen November 1st. So if we're not open November 1st, all these individuals that actually need help, not illegals, but individuals that actually need it. These are single mothers or single fathers that's raising children that have lower income, individuals that need food assistance. My family and I, we had assistance for a little bit with commodities that's given out through tribes. These programs that are supposed to be a helping hand, well, they're going to be affected.
I'm already asleep. I'm already put to sleep. Okay, I'm already scrolling past it. I'm going to the next one. He's always got this damn stress ball. Why does he always have the stress ball?
Chuck Schumer just came to the floor and said that they're willing to shut down the government because Senate Republicans didn't work with them on a CR. Now, remind you, what a CR means is a continuing resolution. It means it's the same CR that they voted for when Biden was in office, the same CR that they voted for when Biden was in office, and now that Trump's in office, they're saying shut down the government. I can't understand what they're doing. They can't even make sense.
Anyways, he has a lot more of these videos. Where are they at, though? They could be on DHS's profile. They're lengthy, but they're boring, and they just show him in the office all the time.
Ready?
I'm not saying like the information is bad. It's the way you present yourself. It's the way like every so often I just stumble across one of these videos.
Wrapping up the week, and we're in South Dakota. I'm here with my really good friend, the leader himself, John Thune. No. You got to stand on this.
Oh my God, no way.
I've already said you got to stand on this side. There's about a half-inch difference, and it matters for me. In this building right behind us, we have HSI, we have ERO, we have ICE that's working, we have state and local cooperation, we have BIA that's in here, all working together, showing us what the best can do to get the worst of the worst off our streets. And it's happening right here in South Dakota in Leader Thune's own backyard.
But we're delighted to have Secretary Mullen here in South Dakota. I can't tell you how much the people who work here.
Ooh, man, with Rhino Thune, the leader of the rhinos, the biggest horn in the pack. I'm not hating on Mullins. I'm just not excited about Mullins. They're not selling him good enough to me. I don't know. Here's one of them.
Guys, I'm finishing up week 2, but I'm spending the majority of my time working with members in the House and the Senate and the White House. And by the way, the president is fully engaged, trying to get our great employees at DHS paid. For some reason, the Democrats, and I'm not trying to be ugly, I'm just being factual, they will not fund our Customs and Border Patrol agents or our ICE agents.
I don't know. They're just not hitting. They could do a better job. Is all I'm saying. There's a way of making content that reaches people, and that just ain't it. That's an easy scroll past. You know, he's gonna talk for like 5 seconds. I'm done. I don't know. You know, we got TikTok brain rot now, so just seems that somebody needs to go in there and edit his videos better. They need to hook you in less than a second. When those short form videos are out there, man, you got to hook people's attention like that. If you don't hook them in the first second of the video, it's over. They're just going to scroll past you. Nobody's going to hear what you're saying. You got to hook them in that first second. There ain't no question about it. But anyways,
New York City has a new budget.
So New York City just reached a new budget just a day ago, and they have to increase taxes. They have to do drastic things in order to make up for this massive deficit they had. And of course, the state had to come bail out, paying almost a quarter of their entire budget simply from the state alone.
New York City has a new budget just hours ahead of the midnight budget deadline. Mayor Mamdani and Council Speaker Julie Menin reached a handshake deal on a $125 billion spending plan. The deal closes a $12 billion gap with a huge infusion of cash from the state and authorization to raise $500 million from a pied-à-terre tax on second homes valued at $5 million or more.
Now that right there, the pied-à-terre tax, that is making billionaires say, I'm done with New York, right? If you have a second home, if it's not your primary residence, but you own it here in New York City, they're going to tax the hell out of you and steal as much money from you as they can. And that's what's happening. All right. So that's what they're doing, man. They're going to be taxing the rich like they promised, right? Let's get a little bit more information out of here, because will the people be suffering? Eventually, yes. Right now, there's plenty of rich people there to supplement these things. But the fact that they had a budget deficit, even with their billionaires there, even with the rich companies there, with all that revenue generation, they still had a massive budget deficit. So what happens if 1 or 2 or 3 or even 10 billionaires leave and they take their money with them? That's the end of the road for New York City. This is where the buck stops, right here.
After lengthy and hard-fought negotiations, Mayor Mamdani and members of the city council reached a budget deal just hours before the midnight deadline.
And it's a deal that allows both sides to claim victory, including 30,000 more housing vouchers for New Yorkers, millions of dollars to investigate 9/11 toxins, and expanding transit discounts to 340,000 more people. Political reporter Marcia Kramer is here with that.
Now, let me just kind of touch on this real quick, right? What is housing vouchers?
Including 30,000 more housing vouchers for New York.
That means people get to sign up for like rental assistance and stuff like that. So now they're going to assist 30,000 more people. More people will be getting tax funded handouts to make sure that they don't have to go to work or do nothing like that. Like, they will be taken care of from the taxpayers, increasing the spending. Right?
New Yorkers, millions of dollars to investigate 9/11 toxins.
Now, this one, I had to do some research on this because I was like, what the hell is this? Why are we researching 9/11, something that happened a quarter of a century ago? Why are we researching this? This is an investigation to see how 9/11 was handled, when they knew the air was toxic, why they failed. Like, is this like a witch hunt? This is an investigation for a witch hunt. Now, the good things coming out of it is how to handle another 9/11 if it were to ever happen, right? You'd get data from that, and you'd be able to, in case another plane came out of nowhere from some Indians with box cutters, we'd be able to I don't know. I don't know what it really would do to benefit us. But they're looking into how it was handled back in the day, right? And who's at fault? Who can we blame for all the people that were infected and who were dying and dealing with cancer and all sorts of stuff, right? No, this is not treating. This is not going towards treatment. I looked that up. That's what I was assuming, that it was looking into the treatment of people that were dealing with cancer and all this other stuff that happened after 9/11 because of all the toxic fumes. This is an investigation. This is an investigation into how it was handled, who was at the helm of it. This is not money going towards anybody, any of the victims, anything like that. This is a task force or like some agency. I don't know exactly who gets the money, but it's a task force that's investigating how it was handled, because there were some documents that were recently found in 2025, and the state council here in New York City, they made a mandate. They pushed it through law that says we have to investigate all these documents that were found. Okay, so these are documents that were told to be lost decades ago, and now all of a sudden they're found. And so they said, we're going to get a task force together and we're going to investigate this. Now, I'm looking into it and I'm like, what's the purpose of this? I see fraud. I see fraud all day. We know how the left is. We know how these Democrats are. If this is just another thing to say, hey man, we're going to need some money, fork over the money. And then what are we going to get out of it? We're going to blame Republicans that were in control back then. And we're going to push the blame on somebody for what happened 25 years ago. It just seems so useless to me, but whatever. You guys elect these Democrats in the city council. They made a mandate, pushed it through law to create a mandate that says it has to be investigated. And so it has to be by law in the budget in order to fund this. So, again, money wasted in my opinion, but at least we'll know who to blame for something that happened 25 years ago. We'll know who to point the finger at. So that's what that is, in case you're wondering.
And expanding transit discounts to 340,000 more people.
Now, Fair Fares is like a government agency that essentially gives discounts to people that are riding the bus and the train and all that. And that just means 340,000 people can now sign up for it, additional to what they already had. So again, it's more subsidies for the buses and everything like that. So again, they can sit here and implement socialism into New York City and all these other cities across the country, but it just simply cannot work. You can fight for it, you can pass the legislation, but as we are a capitalist society, and this is what exactly, not free. These are just discounts that are already there, and we are now giving more discounts to people. But people think you can implement socialism in this country. You can't. It simply does not work. And when you start doing these things and trying to force bits and pieces of socialism into our country, all it does is destroy the country. It destroys these cities, because their way of implementing socialism is just reckless spending. That's all it is. It's just reckless spending. And they pass these ridiculous budgets. They don't want to cut shit. So all they do is raise taxes or tax the people that got the money, right? It's like they're not implementing socialism, but they're trying to force a fake socialism, a fake ideology of socialism into a city that simply cannot run and operate that way. It's intentionally destroying the city. And guess what? These socialists are getting filthy rich off of it, and they are the most dirtiest, corrupt, scumbag capitalists in all the world. But they will sit here and lie to you and say that they're actually socialists. No, they are filthy, really corrupt, deranged capitalists. That's what they really are.
Political reporter Marcia Kramer is here with that. And what else is in it, Marcia?
Well, Justin, KJ, Mayor Mamdani wanted his first budget to be a victory for working people. But in some respects, the city council may have one-upped him, holding out to almost the 11th hour for priorities the mayor was hesitant to embrace. But still, he got to bask in the fact that as a democratic socialist in the financial capital of the world, he got it done.
Now he's the fucking hero.
They walked into the City Hall rotunda from opposite sides of the building for a handshake to seal the deal on a $125.8 billion budget, one that depended on the largesse of Governor Hochul to avoid new taxes on just about everybody except the owners of posh homes. The deal gave the freshman mayor, a democratic socialist, the opportunity to brag about his fiscal chops in the financial capital of the world.
Fiscal chops? He needed the state to give him billions of dollars to make up for this. How much was it? It was a lot of money, man. It was a lot of money.
Words of the Austrian economist Friedrich Hayek. If socialists
fiscal chops. What a joke.
If these past months have shown us anything.
And look at her face. Look at her face when he says that.
Reminded of the words of the Austrian economist Friedrich Hayek. If socialists understood economics, they wouldn't be socialists. If these past months have shown us anything, it is that
look at their faces behind them,
just as well as the capitalists who came before.
Despite a gaping $12 billion budget hole, the mayor avoided major service cuts because Governor Hochul came to the rescue with a massive bailout package, an extra $4 billion in state aid, pension relief, and class size flexibility that saved over $500 million. The governor blocked the mayor's call to tax the rich.
She gave him $4 billion. And you know what else? That we were talking about this in another video, but there are other cities that are in New York that are now tremendously suffering because they took the money from those cities and they gave it to New York City just to bail Mamdani out. They're willing to put the whole state at risk just to bail Mamdani out, make him look like the hero, the anti-Trump.
Instead approving a pied-à-terre tax on second homes valued at over $5 million. Council Speaker Julie Menon calling the deal
a budget we can all be proud of.
Menon also in her first term scored some major victories. An expansion of the Fair Fare program, making an additional 340,000 New Yorkers eligible for half fares on buses and subways. A tenfold increase in college savings plans. Now every single public school kindergartner will have a $1,000 college savings account, up from just $100, and $6 million for the Department of Investigation to complete a long-delayed probe about the release of cancerous toxins at Ground Zero. But probably the biggest council victory was forcing the mayor to relent on increasing the CityFEP's housing voucher program. Now an additional 30,000 New Yorkers will be able to avoid eviction. Menon said it was aimed at the affordability.
If you're a landlord in New York City, bro, just kiss your property goodbye. Sell it for pennies and get the hell out of there. I mean, I would just literally abandon any building I owned and just call it a day. I'd go apply at a McDonald's somewhere in a red city, in a red state. I'd get the hell out of New York. I'd go back to living in my car, working at McDonald's, and starting from ground zero. Because what they're going to do here in New York is they're going to constrain you so much. They just put rent freezes across the state for affordable housing units, right? They're going to steal your property from you. They're going to take it from you. All the while, you were going to go bankrupt just trying to sustain it. And then when you're completely broke and you ain't got a pot to piss in, they're going to come and steal your property and you're going to be screwed. Hell, they might even arrest your ass for what you did to these people. No, just call it a day. Sell it for pennies. Get the hell out of there. It's over. We got to talk about the rent freezes next because it is bad, man. New York is looking really, really bad, y'all. But nobody sees it. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh man, had something stuck in my throat for a minute.
Are you gay?
But anyways, let me get to these super chats. A lot of gold coins, y'all. Thank y'all for the gold coins. Andy, my brother Andy, firefighter Andy, thank you for the $20. Hope you all have a great 4th, brother. I'm on the 48-hour shift of the 4th and 5th. It's probably going to be a fun night for us on the 4th. Hey man, pray for Andy, firefighter Andy, keeping his community safe, putting his life on the line for everybody. Big shout out to Andy, man. And all these firefighters that are out there fighting for us, keeping us safe. Man, I pray that 4th of July goes good for you, man. Or at least you stay safe out there. Cindy, thank you for the gold coin. Tina Ann, thank you for the flow state. 79 Vision with the gold coin. Stephen Adams with the eagle. 79 Vision again, another gold coin. Another, and another. Beagle Mom with the gold coin. Thank you guys for all those contributions. Nails Costly, thank you for the 5. You say happy birthday to Son, and thank you for your content. Thank you, I appreciate it. Barbara, thank you for the $2. I see you over there on Pretend Media, Barbara. You over there messing with the retardeds? Are you over there picking on the retardeds over there? Jalen, thank you for the $30. He said, yeah, less money for my friend Arturo, so now it's going to be higher taxes because Minnesota is a sanctuary state. Walls and Ellison are whining about all the money, and of course, it's Trump's fault. The changes started yesterday. Yeah, a lot of things changed yesterday on July 1st. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. But anyways, let's get to this rent freeze because this, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final nail in the coffin right here for New York City. If there ever was one, this is it.
New York. New York. The Independent Rent Guidelines Board just froze the rent. That means if you're one of the more than 2 million New Yorkers who lives in a rent-stabilized apartment, your rent's going to be frozen next year.
Pray for New York, y'all. Pray for New York because this is the final nail in the coffin. This is going to destroy New York as we know it, okay? Let's get to it. What are the people saying? Because they're out here celebrating. This is historic. This is great. You can stay broke all your life and you'll be just fine.
And tenants celebrate after a vote tonight to freeze the rent. Good evening. I'm Christine Johnson. That decision impacts about 2 million New Yorkers who live in rent-stabilized apartments. The board took action to freeze 1- and 2-year leases, something the panel has never done before. But as Andrew Ramos reports, some say it could have long-term repercussions.
The motion passes.
I agree with her. She is not happy. I agree with her.
An auditorium packed with tenants erupts in a thunderous applause.
Y'all have no idea what y'all just did.
In East Harlem, following a historic vote to freeze rent for nearly 1 million rent-stabilized apartments, the city's Rent Guidelines Board delivered the 7-1 vote Thursday night, which will grant a rent freeze for 1-year and 2-year leases. Tenants say it's a game changer in the fight to keep New York affordable.
Oh my goodness, I'm ecstatic. I'm literally walking on cloud 9.
What is wrong with people, man? What is wrong with y'all? You an old, dusty, crusty man depending on rent freezes and stabilized, what was it, stabilized rent house? I forget what it was, but it's essentially like these are affordable homes for people, right? And it's supposed to be affordable homes. I think the government subsidizes them or whatever. But now you're not able to make any profit for it. So you're not able to actually sustain the building because inflation is going to happen. Prices of things are going to go up. So these people that own these buildings, even though they did it in order to help people get into their homes and have the ability to do it. Well, now they're getting screwed. Yeah, your rent isn't going up, but your maintenance, recycling, and security fees just went up. Not your rent. Oh, well, the fees, yeah, maybe that's how they'll scrape it all together. But you know, the people that own these apartments are just going to be screwed, man. They're going to be completely screwed. They're not going to be able to maintain these buildings anymore. They're going to have to go get a second job just to maintain this building for these broke, dusty, poor people to live there.
Right now.
I'm so proud of people my age and young people getting together.
Oh my God.
Forming coalitions, because when we do that, we can make an impact.
The final vote, which came after more than a dozen public hearings and multiple data reports, was a punch in the gut for property owners who say they are already struggling to maintain their buildings.
We'll have to lay off some of the supers. Only choice. It's a business. People don't get it.
Housing has costs, and this has become a political game.
Mayor Mamdani, who made freezing rent a centerpiece of his mayoral campaign, now fulfills a campaign promise.
Let me explain to you what this is. This is a land grab, right? They're trying to make it to where nobody can be a landlord anymore. They're doing something in Chicago right now where they're essentially saying that even if you don't pay your lease, the landlord, the person that owns the property, now has to prove. They have to prove in court that they have just cause to give you an eviction. Meaning anybody can just live in a building and then not pay their fucking rent. And then the landlord has to go through a lengthy court process to get this person evicted. It's not just simply like, oh, you didn't pay, so now I can evict you. No, now it's I got to take you to court to prove that you didn't pay so I can then evict you. And if you have a bunch of people doing that, what are you supposed to do? Chicago is really messing up, right? But what they're doing over here is essentially making it impossible for people to be landlords. And so that way they can buy up these lands. The government will take over these affordable housing units and they will be in control of everything. Socialism. They want to control everything. Make sure nobody can get rich or, own properties anymore.
In a statement, the mayor said in part, this is the relief that working people across our city deserve. Thursday's vote came amid some controversy where Christina Smith, a member of the city's Rent Guidelines Board, who represented landlords, resigned from her post. She suggested that the vote's outcome was already decided by the board, where 6 of the 9 members were appointed by Mayor Mamdani. But the mayor insists the RGB is independent. While the vote may be popular with tenants, experts say the long-term impact may cause more problems than solve them.
We have a housing crisis, not just a rent crisis, but we're going to have a housing supply crisis as well. And that may only get worse if we don't find ways to keep these buildings.
Yeah, what's the incentive for somebody to do this, to have property in New York City now? What's the incentive? Now it's all going to be on the taxpayers to own buildings and to pay for these buildings and to keep them in upkeep. It's like, this is insane. They have to literally destroy New York City in order to make this simple thing function. They have to destroy it and rebuild it by taking everyone's money and taking control of everything. We're supposed to be independent from the government. They're supposed to be governing. They're not supposed to own everything and own all the land and own all the properties to where we're at. This is insane, man. And y'all fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
In a decent condition.
Now, the leases that will be impacted by tonight's decision will begin after October 1st, 2026 and before September 30th, 2027. Reporting in East.
Let's see what happens. But look, on top of all this, right? Mamdani is telling y'all need to keep the temperature at 78 degrees. Ain't no AC cook. Hey, listen, you're going to suffer that heat. You are going to suffer that heat. You better not go at 1 single degree under 78 or else.
Mayor Mamdani isn't sweating the push.
This is a real dictatorship.
After telling New Yorkers to set their thermostats at 78 degrees to protect the power grid. In fact, as political reporter Marcia Kramer explains, the mayor is doubling down.
The sun beat down on Gracie Mansion today, but the mayor was taking more than a little heat for asking New Yorkers to help Con Ed with the heat wave by setting their thermostats at 78 degrees. He says that's...
You can forget that. I don't care about no damn grid. I'm cranking that thing up. It's 65 in my house right now. That's because everyone's sleeping. I keep it at 68 in my house. We stay 68 degrees. But 78, that's murder, baby. We ain't doing none. We ain't no way in hell we doing that.
That's where it's set, inside Gracie Mansion. Gracie Mansion is at 78 degrees.
Yep, I said it myself.
He was totally unfazed by the massive social media blowback, like this one from Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy, who said, quote, 78 degrees? Welcome to communism, people. Hope you enjoy. Are you sticking with 78 degrees?
I am, and I'm sticking with it because this is a long-standing city policy. Let me tell you, 78 hits different when you're looking at 112 outside.
The mayor and I spoke after he visited an Upper East Side senior center to help demonstrate how to mix fruit with seltzer as a satisfying and healthy way.
Oh, stop it.
He sliced lemons, added fresh milk, and personally served the breakfast crowd at the Carter Burden Senior Center.
Hi, ma'am. How are you? Would any of you like some juice? Yes? I can give you a first cup.
Hey, man. I don't care if you're about to die of heat stroke. Drink some guava. Drink a little bit of that guava. Oh, my God. What have y'all done? What have y'all done by voting this guy in? This is full dictatorship. I'm telling y'all right now.
With blizzards and a heat wave in his first 6 months, there were other pressing questions like Sacre Bleu. Should New York follow Paris and restrict alcohol sales during heat waves to prevent dehydration?
Instead of following the question of what Paris is doing, we're interested rather in extending the swimming pool hours.
What about asking New Yorkers to forgo ordering takeout to give delivery people a break?
I think New Yorkers should absolutely be mindful of all of the conditions over these
Stop ordering DoorDash. But no, these people that get out there and hustle and grind, they want to work. They ain't worried about no damn sun. What do you mean stop ordering DoorDash to give them a break? They go out there and work by choice. So now they're going to be sitting there on their apps like, well, no one's ordering anything. What happened? Oh, we just wanted to give y'all a break. But I got to pay for bills. I got to pay for groceries. Order, please. No. We're going to give you a break. What? I want to work.
Few days.
And why exactly is the man who jumped...
Oh, there's the money shot right there. This is what went viral.
All of the conditions.
Don't nobody care about no 78 degrees. Don't nobody care about no housing calamity. Don't nobody care about that. You know what they care about?
Over these next few days.
And why exactly?
That right there. That's all they care about. Oh, he's so friendly and with the people. He's so amazing. He is with the people. Oh, I just love Mayor Mamdani. He is the greatest mayor ever. He should be president. We should get rid of the Constitution, throw that thing in the trash. He should be president because he jumped in a pool with a bunch of people.
Exactly, is the man who jumped into a pool in a suit and tie.
Muslim just got baptized.
I think I will probably be taking this jacket off at some point. And clearly, as you can tell, I still don't quite have a suit that's ready for the summer.
He's still sweating bullets.
Seniors have their own ways of coping with the heat.
I know I drink a lot of water, and I try to stay indoor as much as possible.
Yeah.
Supermarkets to get cool? Yes. The supermarket or any store.
Drinking cold drinks and staying under the air conditioner.
Ma'am, your upper lip is sweating.
Drinking cold drinks and...
Y'all's upper lips are sweating. Drenched. Man, fuck this. Ain't nobody 78 degrees. Might as well just stick my ass in an oven.
Staying under the air conditioner.
No doubt about it. Everyone is feeling the heat today. So let's get back to that viral temperature usage. 78 degrees. I mean, what do we think? Is that really unreasonable?
Well, look, the mayor is right. It's a long-standing city policy to set the thermostat at 78 degrees when it's hot.
Yeah. Okay. But is everyone on board?
No.
not everyone. Governor Hochul and the mayor are sort of at odds on this. She says set your air conditioning at 75 to 78. Yep, it's a 3-degree difference. And that might not mean a lot to much people, but it could give the governor some social media love at a time when she is.
My wife just texted me. She said, your grandpa will probably still have it at 78. My grandpa, man, may he rest in peace. Every time we would have a family get together at his house, he would have the AC set to like 80 degrees, 78. We'd all be sweating, cooking. He'd be outside with the fans on him and saying, "What y'all bitching about?" I'm like, "Man, can we just turn the AC on, sir, please?" He said, "Are you paying the electricity bill?" Damn. Damn. Listen, man, you set that thing when the temperature gets to like 70 degrees in my house, I'm over here fanning myself. I'm dying. Oof. Oof. Get that fan out. You know, lift up a titty, put one underneath there. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we got to do what we got to do around here. This is unbearable. I ain't suffering no 100-degree temperature and dying so your grid can survive. Either we all dying or I'm not. Either we all dying or, you know, the couple of y'all that decided to keep it at 78 degrees, y'all just go die. Y'all can suffer or we all dying. That's all it is. I'm going to keep my temperature at 68 degrees, 65 at night. And if the grid shuts down, I guess we all going to have to suffer. But until then, I'm going to be chilling it up. I'm going to make sure my upper lip ain't sweating like this old lady over here. And that's too damn bad. That's too damn bad. Y'all hit a like button for the algorithm, man. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Oh, man. Are we all in it or not? Exactly. Because I know there's some people with a big-ass house that even with the AC, you know, not cranked up, it's still going to be hurting the grid. So I don't want to hear nothing about it. I'm cranking up my AC. And if the grid just falls apart, then we just all going to have to go. We just all going to have to go. That's it. The Great Depression. Anyways, man, that's going to be it for tonight, y'all. All right, we're going to get back at it tomorrow. What's today? Thursday? Friday, we're going to get back at it tomorrow. We'll do another show, 8 p.m. Central. I'll try to be on time for you guys. All right, I'll try to be on time.
He needs some milk.
Ooh, I need some milk after that one. 78 degrees? I walk outside and it's like 78 degrees and I'm already dying. I'm too fat for this. I'm too fat for New York. I couldn't do it. Anyways, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let me read these last little super chats. Oh, what? Hold on. Wait a minute. Jay Lynn. Oh, let me hold on. We got to get some love to that one. I did not see that. Let me make sure that's there. I got it pinned. Jalen, my girl Jalen, thank you for the $100 super chat at the end of the night. Holding me down. You guys are so awesome. I can't thank y'all enough for how much y'all contribute to this show. How much love y'all show me, man. Even though we had a big disagreement in the beginning, all right, we still came together and we said, I love you. And I do love you guys. I really, really do. Let me read that message. Jalen, thank you for the 100. Always contributing so heavily. Those were haha gotcha smirks. We are at with them. Sometimes isn't a weapon. At least not yet, but one day, absolutely everything you own will be stolen. Stay active, get out there. I'm making plans. Andy, prayers to Andy and all the first responders. I can't read. I'm sorry. I'm a college dropout. I can't read. But you're talking about Mom Donnie. This is the haha gotcha smirks. We are at war with them. Sometimes war isn't with a weapon. Okay, I think that's what you're saying. Either way, you know I love you. Thank you, Jalen, so much for that $100 super chat. Great way to end the night. Absolutely love it. 79 Vision, thank you for the gold coin. Cindy for the gold coin, thank you. And Mandible, thank you for the $5. He said he is such a tool bag. Mom Donnie, he is a disaster. Hold on, whoa, wait a minute. 79 Vision, thank you for the gold coin. Jenny Owens with the $10 said, hey Arturo, here's for me not being here for a while. You're awesome, thank you. And John Thompson at the end of the night says, hey Arturo, these woke people go broke, but guess what? We don't, right? Tell him, John. Oh my God, man. Thank you for another $100 super chat. Wow, man. I was expecting half y'all were just going to leave the channel and y'all were say, I'm done with yous. That was murder all day. I wasn't worried about it. You know, I stand on business. All right. I say what I say. I believe in what I believe in. And that's just what it is. We can have disagreements all we want. I'm cool with disagreements, but I was ready for full cancellation because I said that woman was, it looked like self-defense to me. From what I saw in the video, it looked like self-defense to me. All right. And I believe that. I honestly do. Will more evidence come out? Will it change the story? Probably, more than likely. But the fact that he kept on chasing around. Anyways, we're not going to talk about that. We already talked about it enough, right? I love you guys, man. I appreciate y'all. I was kind of expecting a bigger fallout, but we're a big family around here. Sometimes we just argue, just like me and a friend or something. We just have a fist fight and then we just get back to it. We pick it up. We hug it out. We say, man, it's all good, man. Don't worry about it, man. All right. Yeah, agree to disagree. Either way, we got a job to do. We got to keep these Democrats out of power, and we got to make sure to get it in. Make sure to keep on pushing the envelope forward, man. And that's what we're going to do. Anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for massive heavy-duty contributions. 79 Vision, thank you for another gold coin. And that's it, man. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. We're going to get back at it tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Y'all take it easy.
Somebody once asked Donald Trump, how do you handle being at the center of all of this media attention, the whirlwind around you? How do you weather the storm? And he looked up and he said, I am the storm. I am the storm.